it's Myrna! Myrna Stain! Blah. And I am just, mind blown by a lot of things in today. I told you that there are younger people coming to rent in my development, even though it initially was a 55 and over. We got these youngins renting sometimes a month at a time, and I'm seeing people who are 40 plus years old. They have never been married, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's not like they've got horns going out of them, or they're like obese, or they're like, I don't know, not obese. I can't say that, and I'm going to get in trouble now for saying something against obese people. But there's nothing wrong with them. They're not crazy. They're not like psycho. They're not like wallflowers where they have to hide out and they don't have any friends. Nothing wrong with them. And they're 40 plus years old. They've never been married. And I asked them, I'm like, well, what's your deal? Like, why aren't you married? And they said they have gone out with dates. And they've even had relationships. So, and I was like, oh. So it's not like they're lepers or anything like that. And they said, so they told me, they're like, the guys just don't want to commit to us, they said. They'll go out with us, they'll date us for a while, sometimes they'll even date us a couple of years, we'll have even met their parents, we'll have even shared a house with them, taken road trips, but they just won't commit. And I'm like, whoa, like, how dumb are these girls? And they said they're going to dating coaches even sometimes. They're getting advice on it. They're so upset that they're not married yet. And I said, what did they told you? You're a dating coach. And they're like, well, they told us, we have to be in our feminine. We have to be true to ourselves. We can manifest a man. They told us that. And I'm like, listen to me now, you idiots. You don't have much time left. This is the only thing you can do to get a guy to commit. Don't listen to those idiots. I said, you need to get yourself pregnant. That's it. Figure something out. Forget to take your pills a couple of times. Break the condoms. Lose your diaphragm. Whatever it is, do something like that. Have a kid. That will make it happen for you. And they said, really? I said, trust me. It was an unusual case. When I was younger, I got married at 28, and that was considered ancient. That was worse than they are. That was worse than being 40 and unmarried in those days, being 28 and not married. And, it wasn't like I had a boyfriend. Like, right in college and after college, I had a boyfriend. And then he found out, I guess he slipped up and he fucked around a little on me, which is my fault for being off on my spying game. He fucked up and he had a one night with like another girl, not me, another girl from the wrong side of the tracks. And he got her pregnant, and what do you know? He left her for me. And it was just terrible, on me. Because I was dumped after 4 years, and I was back then, and I was no longer green, so I really wasn't as desirable, and it was going to take a lot of arm twisting to get anyone to go out with me. Eventually, I had met Artie, and Artie didn't care. I'm just apparently so irresistible. He didn't care about that, but even he didn't want to commit to me. And he eventually did because I was pregnant. And these girls need to learn to do that. It's not that difficult. Irresponsible teenagers do it every day. It's not some rocket science where they need to take a course. So hopefully they've learned from me. But anyway, I'm going to be back later with my other adventures with these young kids that I've had. Bye!